Someone always asks me, Josh, what penny stock should I buy? I want to get rich. What is it? What do you think will blow up? There's got to be one, Josh. There's got to be one you own. You're right. There is one and only one. I like them so much I bought a t-shirt. They're called Mind Men. Now, this video is going to be a little bit different. I'm going to try to, in a very short time frame, break down some of your preconceived notions about drugs. Everyone's okay with marijuana. Everyone's like, yeah, marijuana's fine. It's so funny how fast that changed, right? But people hear mushrooms and LSD and they still freak out. Now what if I told you that the research that proved psychedelics were safe, which by the way, marijuana is a psychedelic. So when I say psychedelics, it's actually silly. But what if I told you the research for psilocybin and for LSD, psilocybin's magic mushrooms, the research for those was infinitely more efficacious and safe than marijuana. That's right. It's actually safer than marijuana. Actually, ecstasy is the safest. And that's hedge fund data. That's what the big institutional investors are now realizing. That's the data that they're going off of. And we actually have the same data set that they use in the Discord. So, this stuff works. The research is incredible. I mean, the pharmaceutical companies are buying these stocks like crazy. In the psychedelic realm, they know to run away from antidepressants like their lives depend on it because it will be the death of them. They are very aware. They have invested a ton. I bought this company. It was a pink sheet before it was listed to the New York Stock Exchange. So I've been in there for a minute. I got in early because of Alzheimer's research led me to study nootropics, which then led me to study neurology, which then led me to the best neurological studies, which had to do with psychedelics because it enhances brain activity, which then, leads to all awesome discoveries. So it's the best way that we can try to discover the mind. Love you, dude. 1 second. Actually, the podcast, you get pets. So I'm super pumped. I can't wait to see this pull through and really change people's lives, which it has been. So you rehab with the one-time use of psychedelics goes from 30% to 80%. So normal rehab, 30% of the time people improve. With psychedelic-assisted rehab, 80% of the time people improve. Okay, when it's given to terminally ill patients, their description of it is that it's one of the top 5 most influential experiences of their life. And in the third-party studies have shown, even people around them have said, wow, they've improved significantly in their day-to-day, how happy they are. It's just substantially better. Taking people off antidepressants. 1 year after a one-time use, a majority of patients said that they were still feeling so much better. Their day-to-day better, and their lives were improved. It's really, 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 really hard to ignore research like that. And a lot of people just do it in a heartbeat. They don't even give it a second thought. Just, nope, can't do that. And we got to pick up the pace on some of this stuff, folks. We know with the marijuana stuff, it took way too long for us to figure that out. With this, does it really? How many lives do you got to destroy with antidepressants, with SRIs? How many people got to get akathisia? How many people got to get... Just stop it. Let's move forward. You people are wondering if a political vote matters right now. When you buy a stock of a company, it matters. Okay? Now, I'm not saying you have to invest in this company. I did my research. They have the most patents. They want to go for the most scientific way possible to bring this industry forward. I like that best as someone with a science background. There are lots of other companies that already actively do some of the stuff my men wants to do. You can also buy a psychedelic ETF. There are other options. But, if you're an AMC holder and you're like, I don't know about the tech space, I don't know what a metaverse is, this is another option. So to invest in something that will really matter and is the future. Okay, it's pretty unquestionable at this point. All the great things that it can do for society. So I like it. MNMD Mind Med. There are also psychedelic ETFs if you want to look into those, and they cover all sorts of things. So remember, this is for depression, anxiety, ADHD, PTSD, rehab, to help people get over addictions, and also in neurological research. And there are a lot of other companies that are seeing it's just like a good recreational tool. So remember, these things are still paired to shamanic experiences, even when reviewing the research for addictions. So the scientific consensus is that there's no chemical reaction going on neurologically. Rather, these people are having what you might call a mystic experience, where they see the potential in themselves and their potential future, and their potential future doesn't include them poisoning themselves with whatever substance that they are abusing. And that's all I'd like to say about that. This has been episode 2 of the No Gloves Show, and that is my favorite penny stock. You guys finally know about it. I guess I should include, why is this video just not coming out if I've owned them forever? And that's actually because I think in the short term there could be some great headwinds for the stock. I think that it's reasonable to assume that the government will be pushing forward on legalizing marijuana, and I think at the point that occurs, it's just a nice avalanche of momentum to the already more researched, already more applicable, holy cow, that was a mouthful, industry that is psychedelics. And I have faith in MindMed, which is the most patents and most of the research to really lead the way. And I also like the management team, but maybe I'll do another video. It depends on what response this one gets. I got more research on it. I could go for days. So let me know if you'd like that. Peace out.